Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. It is a new day. It is November 17, 2024. All right. I wanted to do the video early today because one of the validators put out this stupid post, basically just confirming everything I've been saying, right? They think we're third graders. They think that we're stupid. So let's read what these people said. I'm not even going to say the validators' names. It's a waste of time. Most of these validators are enemies of the chain just to suck it dry, and they basically admitting that here. So it says validators are businesses. That's number one right there. That's a red flag, right? If you come into a mindset that your validator is a business, instead of a community first run where you're going to be helping the community to achieve the community's goal for the token and coin, and instead you come in and say we're a business, that's a red flag, right? That's like a nonprofit organization saying we're a business, instead of a humanitarian. We're humanitarian first, right? If you start out saying you're a business first, then that means you care more about money than people. So, and you care about more about money than community. But you're a validator. The validator is supposed to care about community, right? And then making money. If the community is ran properly, the validators get rewarded, not the validators being rewarded while the community is suffering. So that's a red flag right there. So they start off with validators are businesses when that's no, they should be community driven. And then when as the community thrives, the validators thrive. So that's number one right there. And it says, and our goals is to profit with the community, not to harm it. That's another one. That's another red flag, right? Because in this community, we're trying to rebuild, not profit. These people are thinking about business and profiting off of a coin that is trying to rebuild, not building, not to establish, but rebuild from a crash. And their first point is we are a business and we are trying to profit. So those are two red flags right there. That's not the wording you would be using if you're actually community first, right? So they want to profit off the community while it's rebuilding. And so that's where the suppression comes in. Look at the price of LUNC today. The chart says that we should be up at 3025, 305, but we're nowhere close to that, right? Because people keep selling. Who are these people that are selling? Oh yeah, the people that are business first and profiting off of us, that are trying to rebuild. I guarantee 80 to 90% of the LUNC community isn't profiting daily off of LUNC. We are staking, we're stacking, and we're hodling. We're building our portfolios up. We're buying USTC, we're burning USTC, we're burning LUNC. We're not profiting off of this stuff. These people are here to profit off of us while we're rebuilding. It's like a CEO of a Fortune 5 or a startup company profiting and sucking the money out of the capital out of his startup, and leaving everybody else high and dry, and then they have to file for bankruptcy. This is what they're doing. And they're saying that they're helping the community by doing this. The community isn't profiting. You and I are not selling our LUNC daily. I don't remember the last time I sold LUNC, but we're not profiting. And if I did sell LUNC, it was so swap it for USTC and maybe do some burns with Brad. But we're not profiting daily off of a rebuild. We are building, we are staking, we are hodling, we are accumulating the tokens instead. Majority of the LUNC community, these people are here to suck the chain dry, and they're calling it a business, and they're saying they're not harming the community. That is harming the community. Look at the price action of this chain, right? It's definitely harming the community. We're not 3-year-olds. I've been doing this since you were in high school, sir. Whoever this person is writing this, you were in high school when I was teaching cryptos. You can't tell me you can't pull a fast one over me. I can tell by the charts and the price. The charts tell us everything, and the price action tells us everything as well. Okay. And the community, if this community was really about community first and validators putting the community first, we wouldn't have so many people quiet in this community. Remember when we first started, how everybody was so loud and speaking out and had a voice? Most of those people are gone. Most of those people are quiet now. It's only a few of us now talking. Why? Because of the validators didn't put the community first. That's point blank and simple. It's the same thing going on with Shiba Inu. But when you go to XRP, the community, the validators and the people and the dev teams and the owners put the community first. That's why they're so loud. The community's so loud and vibrant. Solana, same thing, right? You go to these other communities where the validators and the devs and the creators put the community first. It's vibrant. It's loud. It's the people are speaking out. The people are talking. The people have a voice. You go to communities where validators and creators don't even give a crap about the community. It's dead. And we're in one of them where the validators don't give a crap about the community. They just want to suck it dry. And so that's why the people's voices are dead. Okay. So let's move on. And it says here, it makes zero sense for us to suppress the price or undermine the ecosystem that drives our success. No, it does make sense to you to suppress the price because there's validators on this chain that actually are secret enemies of the chain, and they hate Do Kwon and they hate what Do Kwon did to Luna, and they want revenge, and they're here to just suck the chain dry. They don't participate in anything governance, and they don't vote on anything. They just suck the chain dry. They don't put up proposals for repeg. They don't do anything. And none of you guys validators as well has put up a proposal to stop staking for 30 days, stop your staking rewards for 30 days so that the price can go up. If you're not here to suppress the price, then why haven't you stopped staking rewards on USTC so that the price can go up, so we can repeg easier? Or stop 30 day stop of staking rewards for the validators, so that the LUNC price can go up. If you care about not suppressing the price, I mean, that's something that you would think these people would do, right? If I was a validator and I wanted LUNC the price to go up, and I know that if I just do a 30-day halt on all validators rewards, right, then the price is going to go up significantly, right? But but these are things that they don't want to do. They want to profit from the chain every single day. While you have to suffer and wait for the bull cycle, they get to prosper from the chain every day because they're a business. They're not community first. They're a business instead, right? So then it says profit from the validators depends on thriving and engaged community. Well, this community is not thriving and engaging anymore. It used to be. It's no longer doing that. I mean, we've all been here since the beginning. We can tell this community barely anybody speaks anymore. The views are down on almost everybody's videos on LUNC, and the community, and we're not trending anywhere on social media. So the community is not thriving here on LUNC. Only the validators are thriving here on LUNC. You know what I mean? And the people that got in early. That's it. Um, and it says, and the healthy blockchain economy. Nobody's building on this chain. Barely anybody. I mean, you could count on your fingers how many people are building on this chain. So that's a lie. Let's work. No, we're not working together because you already said you're a business and you are here to make profits. That's not how you work together with people that are here to rebuild, build, and establish, and hodl and stake, and want to build on the chain, and want LUNC to prosper, want to repay. These are not the words you use. This is words of sucking a chain dry and suppressing the price action. Delegations choices should reflect who aligns with your values, but the narrative of validators suppressing price is counterproductive. Well, see, the problem with that is that that would be true, but until every time we do a stakeathon, the price skyrockets. So who's shorting who's covering the shorts? Ding, 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 ding. It's not me and you. It's not the normal people. We don't have we don't have billions of lunks shorted. Every time we do a stakeathon, except for I think maybe one time, the price of LUNC skyrockets in USTC. It goes up 30, 40, 50, I mean 100, 200%. Last year it went up, USTC went up to like 10 cents. Why did that happen right before our stakeathon, or right during our stakeathon? Because validators are actually suppressing the price by naked shorting, leverage shorting LUNC, and they were covering their positions because they knew big buys were coming in. This year alone, we did a stakeathon a couple months ago, and the price, what happened? People covered before the stakeathon. The price went up, right? Wasn't you and I buying it, because you and I can buy all the time and the price doesn't go up. It's the covering of the shorts by these wicked validators that made the price go up because they anticipated us buying for the stakeathon. These people think we're 3 years old. These people think that we have no clue about how evil these people are. And it makes it even worse when they open their mouth and say these things, like just basically saying everything that we've already been talking about. You're a business. You're here to profit while we rebuild. That means you're sucking the chain dry while we're trying to rebuild. You have no plans on repaying. You don't care about any of that stuff. You just want to earn your rewards. And if we turn off rewards, you would leave immediately because there's no incentive for you anymore to work on the chain or be community first, because you're not those things. If we turn the rewards off, we will see the true colors of the validators. You turn rewards off, I'm still here, right? Because I'm here for pennies and dollars. It's time to burn tokens now, right? You turn the rewards off, these validators are gone because most of them don't own LUNC, they don't own USTC, they don't own Luna. They are here to just suck the chain dry. They're a business and for profit only. They don't care about anything else. This is why there's no proposals for USTC repay, stopping USTC rewards so that the price can go up, maybe halting LUNC rewards for 2 weeks so the price can go up a little bit and then reestablishing. Like we don't have any of these things that would help for rebuilding purposes. These things are not coming out because it's profit only. So yes, you are here to suppress the price. You're suppressing the price by profiting off of a token daily that we're trying to rebuild. And that's the problem. The fact that they don't see that is crazy to me. We're in a rebuild stage and you're talking about taking profits from a token that's in a rebuild stage. That's crazy, right? Especially as a validator, not as an investor, as a validator, because you're supposed to be here for the long run. You're supposed to be here for the pennies and dollars, but yeah, you want to suck the chain dry now before we even get to the build part. You are sucking the chain dry in the rebuild part, and that makes you an enemy of the LUNC community. And that's the problem we have here in LUNC. If the validators realized that we shouldn't be taking profits in a rebuild, guess what, folks? We would already be established. We would already have finished the rebuild, and we would already be building, and we already be on towards the establishment area. And these validators would be billionaires. But because they're sucking the chain dry in the rebuild, everybody has left the community and nobody wants to speak anymore. YouTube channels don't want to make videos anymore about LUNC. We barely have anybody watching lung videos anymore because everybody knows that the validators are sucking the chain dry, and they refuse to even speak about it anymore. And so now they're going to play all these other meme coins where validators aren't doing that, right? And so the fact that these people can literally see this like we see it and then say this types of stuff tells you the liberalism delusion that they have, the mental illness that they have, right? Because everybody can see that the community is literally almost dead, right? People aren't really speaking like they used to, not even close. We're not trending anywhere, right? The communication in Lunk is, I mean, the Telegram group doesn't even speak about Lunk that much anymore. Right? So it's like the communication that we used to have in this community is gone because people realize the validators are the enemies. Not all of them, but majority of them are, because they won't put up anything that will help the price action go up. They just want to suck it dry in a rebuild, which is the dumbest thing you can possibly think about or possibly do. All right, so I wanted to address that foolishness because they basically confirmed everything that we said, and their wording is so bad. We're a business, and we want to profit off of you. We're in a rebuild. You shouldn't be wanting to profit off of anything right now. You should be staking and stacking and building with us. You should be hiring people as validators. You should be hiring people to come on the chain to build with us. You should be whole hodling your tokens for the pennies and dollars, but you're dumping it every day so that you can go buy land in Mali or whatever, or Bali or whatever. I mean, it's ridiculous. Anyways, um, and that's why we're stuck here. And that's why we're stuck here. If you guys were really truly caring about the community, we wouldn't be stuck here for 2 years. This is ridiculous. The fact that we're stuck here for 2 years and you're saying that you're here for the community. We've heard that thousands of times with all these other fake dev members out there. What did Rodney say when a dev members team or a validator is talking? Is they're lying. You can just tell by the chart. Look at this chart, man. Right? If these guys were really here to build and really here to help the chain, they wouldn't be sucking it dry every day, talking about a business and profits and all this. They would say we're community first and we're here. Whatever you guys need, let's do it. You guys want us to put up some repay proposals? You want us to put up some lunk stuff that's going to get this thing going? Let us know. We'll do it. That's what we wanted to hear. That we heard the complete opposite from these clowns. So, anyways, enough of that. We know exactly what the validators, most of the validators are on this chain. Is they're for business and for profit only. They don't actually care about anything else, and that's pretty sad when you're talking about a rebuild after a crash here. That's pretty sad because you would think the validators would be like, okay, we got to think longer term. Let's hodl. Let's build. Let's burn. You go through the validator list. Who's burning anything on the validators? Who's taking 1% of their profits to even burn LUNC or USTC? Can you imagine that all the validators that have commissions take 0.1% or just take the burn tax every single day and burn USTC for repay purposes? They won't even do that. But they're here to help us. It's ridiculous. All right. We're at 3 zeros. No, we're not. Let me go back here. All right. Yeah. So we're at 3 zeros 111 for LUNC, and we are just we're down 9% today. I wonder I wonder who was selling all this at 9%. I wonder what the majority of people that were selling here. I wonder who these people are. I bet you 70% of this selling is validators. Gotta get my profit so I can fill up my Ferrari, right? On the back of the lung community. At the same time, they're allowed to do that because the lung community is delegating to them and allowing them to do that. So if you're gonna allow these guys to suck you dry, then that's your fault, right? Because that's their intentions. And if you're delegating to them, that's your fault, right? So, you know, They're not hodling. They're not taking a little bit of their profits to burn USTC or burn LUNC. None of these validators are burning, except for BIA and a few, and maybe one or two others. Most of them started out burning just to get people delegated, and then they stop. How many validators are actually burning LUNC or USTC, folks? Why aren't we doing that if we're rebuilding? Why isn't every validator burning LUNC and USTC for repay purposes if we're in a rebuild? Why can't they take 0.05 or 0.5% of their profits that they make from commissions and burn? That don't make no sense, does it? See, when I speak this way, you start to realize that wait a minute, man, these people are pulling the wool over it. Yeah, I mean they've been doing it for 2 years, but you finally waking up, aren't you? If I cared about the community, if I was a validator and I cared about the community, I would be burning my token. I would be burning USDC for repay purposes like Brad's doing every Friday. I mean, that's just common sense. I'm trying to get this train back up, repeg and get it to one penny and above. But if I'm here to suck the chain dry, oh no, I'm not wasting my money on you guys. Oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm sucking this chain dry. My commissions are gonna be up at 15%, 20%, and I'm sucking you guys dry and go and live my great life off of your stupidity, right? So the lung community needs to wake up and realize that this is happening at a massive scale, and and the reason why we're not going up and we're struggling to go up even in a bull cycle with bull volume and feds are printing and Donald Trump presidency and we're still stuck in this one area is because the validators are selling even more. So as the momentum kicks in, the validators are going to sell even more. They're going to sell even more. They have to suppress it even more, right? So that's why the volume's going up. You see the volume going up on these tokens. Let's go back to LUNC's volume. But a lot of it, you see the sell action here. We're down 10% today. Look at the volume. 30. A lot of that is validators dumping even more tokens, right? And they're dumping even more. So let's say a validator would sell $5,000 worth for LUNC every day, right? Now they're selling 10,000 so that the price can't get to those levels because if the price gets to those levels that we're talking about, massive undelegations are going to happen, and they know it. That's why they're dumping. That's why the volume's going up and we're dumping more. This is a lot of selling volume today on the LUNC community, right? At 166 million. And it's only the beginning of the day. I mean, it's only 9 o'clock right now. It's 9 a.m. I'm making this video. I'm not making this video at 1 p.m. like I usually do, 1, 2, 3 p.m. I'm making this video at 9 a.m. and it's 166 million in volume, and most of it is, and majority of it is sell pressure today. These guys woke up and said, "Oh, we got to stop this run. We got to stop this thing from running," and they just dumping and dumping and dumping more than their average selling. Right. So that's what's happening right now. You see, they don't like this. Have you noticed that these guys don't celebrate when they go there? Only a few validators actually celebrate. You'll see Mr. Diamond Hands, Brad, and others, and a few others celebrate these types of moves. But majority of the validators do not celebrate these types of moves. Go look at their Twitter. Follow these validators and go check out their Twitter when these things are pumping. They are quiet as a mouse. When it dumps, they start speaking again. Oh yeah, LUNC's gotta, do what we gotta come together and all. Every time when it dumps, that's when they speak. When it's pumping, they're quiet. They're because they what they do is they go in their little secret chat groups and stuff. And how can we dump this thing? How can we get this thing back down? We can't allow these guys to undelegate. We can't get it to those prices because we're going to see massive undelegations. And so they put out tweets like this, and we got to come together, and we're for profit, and we're businesses, and we suck the chain dry. you know, it's ridiculous. When we were here, you're not going to hear anything from the validators. No celebrations for LUNC. Only a few validators are going to celebrate. But when you come here, oh, here they come. They're talking again. Every time they suppress it back down successfully, then they begin to talk again. And it's the same thing over and over again. All right. I wanted to address that. That was just they basically confirmed everything I've been saying about the validators. Of course, it's not validated, but it's the majority of them. That's all that matters. The majority of them is too many of them, right? And they have too many tokens to dump every single day. As you can see here, a lot of selling pressure today on USTC. It's not you and I. I didn't sell my tokens today. Most of you guys didn't either, right? We're waiting for those prices. If we're waiting for those prices at 3025, 305, why would we be selling here at when at 301 for LUNC? And if we're waiting for prices like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 cents USDC, why would we be selling at 2 cents? The only people that we know that have tokens every day that are coming in for free that are a massive amount of numbers are the validators. They're the ones that are selling here and they don't care about 10 cents, 8 cents. They just want their profit because they're for business. And so they made it clear and known, right? And then we have this new proposal here, BLV Labs Community Spend Proposal. Okay, so this is they want their they said that they finished their job and they want their money. Okay, so right now it's not. It's a lot of red there for some strange reason. So maybe people don't think that they did a good job. I don't know. But yeah, you guys figure that out on your own. 18 million in burns today, 22 million in burns now. It's only 9 a.m. So we got a long day to go. 11,000 in burns already for USCC, which is a good sign. That's going to be a nice day today for USCC burns. Validator, Oracle pool, excuse me, community pool, to the upside stats. We lost 2.3 billion. And so people are anticipating a run up so that they can take some profits in that 3025 to 3005 area. And of course, validators are suppressing the crap out of the price to make sure it doesn't get to those prices because they can see that people are undelegating. All right, community, and what happens is that we don't get to those prices, then people will come back and just delegate right back, and that's what they're hoping for. The suppression of these, to suppress the price, but people don't that, so the people who undelegated will come back and delegate because the price hasn't come up there. But as you can see right now, the validators are in big trouble here because the price wants to go up to those levels, and a lot of people are going to undelegate. And how many of these validators are going to stick around when they if they lose 50% of their delegation, right? Because they're business first and profit first, right? Community first. LUNC gains 641 million, and then Jesus Lord 2 lost 1.2 billion there. All right, and and it's kind of interesting because Jesus the Lord, you would have thought would be for big for repay, but it doesn't look like he is. Big for burns. He hasn't burned anything. So I think people are disappointed in Jesus Lord right now. So it is what it is. He doesn't have to do that, and just like the other people ain't doing it either. So is he just because his name is Jesus Lord doesn't make him have to stand out to burn and to do. But people thought that Christopher was going to be burning tokens with his commissions and also helping to repeg USTC, and it looks like he hasn't done. He doesn't want to do any of that stuff. He wants to. He wants to. He might want to do the 1.5% burn tax, but that's taking forever, and people are getting impatient with that as well. So it is what it is. You guys, everybody's different. Everybody has their own goals, and everybody has their own desires on the chain. A lot of these people desires are to suck the chain dry, as we can see with our own eyes for the last 2 years. And others are just gonna stand by and just watch the community do nothing. I mean, and others are participating. So it all depends on who you are and what. But the people that the communities of these validators need to demand that they change. For us to really thrive here, we need to have we need the communities of these validators, because some of these validators have their own Discord and their own Telegram groups and stuff. The community needs to tell them, hey, you can't just sit back here and not vote on anything, not build anything, and not burn anything, and not have any ideas for repay or anything, and say your community first. That has to end because all you're doing is cashing out on your commissions, right? So can you look at the commissions here? If they just take if all those took 1% of commission started burning USTC, you don't think USTC would pump? What about Orion? 1% of your commissions start burning USTC with that one every week, every Friday with Brad, or every Saturday. Take 1%, take 1%, take 1%, take 1%, take 1%, and burn USTC to help repay. That's what people that actually care about the chain would do. Not for people that are for profit first and business first and chain last. It's really sad. I mean, but it's even more sadder that the community is actually delegating with these people. And that makes it even more sadder because you're the one that is giving them the right to dump on you, and you guys have, apparently the community loves to be dumped on. So no diddy, but it is what it is. Peace out. God bless. Bye.